the duplation and mediation method of multiplication. So to multiply 37 by 157, we'll make a column for each of the factors. So a column for the 37 and a column for the 157. Now, I'm going to take the factor on the left-hand side and divide each entry by 2 and discard the remainder. So I'll divide 37 by 2, that's 18, with the remainder. So I'll just keep the 18. Then I'll divide 18 by 2. Well, that goes 9 times. 9 by 2 is 4, and we'll throw away the remainder. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is just 1. So for the entries in the left-hand column, we're going to divide each entry by 2 and throw away the remainder until we get down to 1. Now, on the right-hand column, we're going to take each of these factors and we're going to multiply by 2. So 157 by 2 is 314. 314 by 2 is 628. 628 by 2, that's 1256. 1256 by 2, that's 2,512. And 2,512 by 2, that's 5,024. So each entry in the left-hand column corresponds to an entry in the right-hand column. Now we'll identify all the even numbers from the left-hand column. So 18 is even, 4 is even, and 2 is even. We're going to cross out the entire row that begins with an even number. So from the right-hand column, I'm going to add what's left. So I'm adding 157, 628, and 5,024. And I get 5,809. That's the product of 37 times 157. Now if I want to use the lattice method to multiply, say, 137 by 257. I want to create a rectangular grid. I'll put one factor across the top and another factor along the side. Now I want to create a column for each of the top numbers. A column for the 1, a column for the 3, and a column for the 7. Then a row for each of the side numbers. So a row for the 2, a row for the 5, and a row for the 7. There's our rectangular grid. Now we're going to put a diagonal in each of the resulting rectangles from the upper right-hand corner to the bottom left-hand corner. Now, when we multiply, we'll multiply normally. We'll put the tens unit on top of the diagonal, the ones unit on the bottom. So 2 times 7 is 14. So 110, 4 ones. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 7 goes in this rectangle, so 49. Okay, so if I do 2 times 3, that's 6, so 0 tens, 6 ones. 5 times 3, that's 15. 7 times 3, that's 21. So we're just multiplying normally, just kind of matching the top number with the row. So 2 times 1, 0, 2. 5 times 1, 0, 5. 7 times 1, 0, 7. Now we're going to add along the diagonals. So that first diagonal. So we're going to add along these diagonals. So the first diagonal, I just get a 9. The second one, it's 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 1 is 10. I put down a 0, carry 1 to the next diagonal. So 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 5 is 12, plus 2 is 14, plus 7 is 21, plus 1 we carried is 22. Put down a 2, carry the next 2, carry that 2 to the next diagonal. So 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 1 is 8, plus 5 is 13, plus 2 is 15. Put down a 5, carry 1 to the next diagonal. So 2, 0 plus 2 is 2, plus 0 is 2, plus 1 is 3, and 0. So read my answer around the outside. So it's 35,209.